and welcome to another episode of the I Hate Cooking Show. Today I'm here with Laura Merli.
Hi guys, I also hate cooking.
And we're going to be making
Tacos.
Yes, sweet potato avocado tacos with like an avocado yogurt. How'd you find this recipe?
I just Googled vegetarian recipes because I have none on hand.
Also, I'm going to get the microphones.
Okay.
Yay. Oh, there's cutting boards, behind this sink.
Thank you.
And I have a big knife in this top drawer. Yeah. For a while, I didn't have a good knife. And I would try and cut yams with those jankier knives. And it's really hard. You got to put a lot of muscle into it.
Ooh, it's nice.
Yeah, that'll really slice through some stuff.
It's kind of enjoyable.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you like cooking.
It's not bad to cook when you have a big knife.
Yeah.
Or at least the chopping portion.
That's true.
Not for you, Quake. My dog, Quake, is asking for some things.
Where'd you get your dog from?
I got her from this local rescue called Korean Canine Rescue.
Is she Korean?
She is, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of the Korean street dogs, they are mixtures of like Shiba. Instead of a lot of the American ones are mixtures of pit bull, so her face is more like fox-like.
She's cute. She looks expensive.
She does, yeah, but she wasn't expensive to get, but her medical bills have been expensive lately because she's got some issues. She has pancreatitis, and it's causing some like digestive issues. So, a lot of dog care is very similar to people diagnostics, so she had to get scans and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, but it does seem like she's on the upswing. She had to go on a special diet, which she doesn't love. It's like low fat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang. Does she have health insurance too?
She should, but I don't, so I've been paying out of pocket for it. It was one of those things that people were like, you should get pet insurance. And I thought that's got to be a scam, right? But I probably should have gotten it before she had all this stuff. I probably would have saved some money.
I get that. Yeah. It's like, it's hard to gauge because then sometimes pet insurance doesn't even cover all of it.
That's what I was thinking too, because if it's a business, they got to have it planned out so that they're making money, right?
Yeah. So
that sounds like it would probably be bad for me, but then I guess if the animal has a lot of issues, then it's good for you to have.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's like all insurance in America feels like a scam.
Yes, and it is. I'm fighting a lot of battles lately with my insurance company.
Your personal insurance company?
Yeah, because they just don't, like to tell me that they're not going to cover anything, even though they're supposed to. So then it has to be a bit of a back and forth. It's insane to me that your doctor can say, you should get this. It's really important that we test for this or do that, or you check in with this person or that person. And then the insurance company can say, I don't think you need to. And it's like, based on what?
That's true.
Yeah, apparently they have more and more automated ways to try and deny you coverage now, where it's not even based off anything. It's just based off if they think you're not going to put in the effort to fight them or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, health insurance here is really bad.
That is some bullshit.
Yes.
They'll pay you if you're willing to take a CEO out.
Yeah, that's how you get good health care, by going to jail. So am I putting like olive oil on this, I'm guessing?
Yeah, olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Okay, this does have enough for just this. This is another part that I do kind of like, putting my hands in this thing and spreading stuff around.
Low key, this is a nice recipe. Like, it's very sensory.
Yeah.
Like, the colors too are nice.
Yeah, and they say you should eat a variety of colors. Like greens and oranges and other colors. Quake's really not used to me cooking. She's like, what are you doing?
Like, is that for me?
Yeah.
We met through the autism.
Yeah, through Evasive.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
That has been fun, yeah. They love us on the channel.
Well, I'm always a little insecure because it seems like they like other people more than me in the video, and I'm trying to be cool about it.
I tried so hard to be funny in the last one, and I was like, and no one appreciated it.
I was like, this video is gonna be my time to shine, and then I got there and I was so sick, I like could not function, and I left being like, oh, that also was not my time to shine. Yeah.
People found you relatable in the video. They were like, the girl leaning against the wall.
Yeah, that's true. But I wanted to be witty and I don't know.
Have a red scarf.
Yeah. But maybe we'll get to do another one. I didn't read a lot of the comments, but I read a couple, and it seemed like there was a couple people who were suggesting we do other things too. So, maybe third time is the charm for me. Yeah. To be cool and funny and
comfortable.
And comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's one thing to do stand up when you have a very specific act and idea of what you're going to do and you just do that. And it's another thing when you're supposed to just be reacting authentically to a thing. It's harder.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, yeah, sorry, I'm like...
No, that's okay. I was just thinking, should I preheat the oven for this?
Maybe.
Yeah. Probably like 350, I'm guessing. Usually that's a good temperature.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I feel like it's tough when you're like riffing with like a group of people.
Yes.
What's been really great about this experience is like the reassurance that like, maybe I am watching.
Yeah.
But you were diagnosed, right?
Yes. Yeah, but our medical system is so weird because I've heard of different people's diagnosing experience, and sometimes they tell me things that are slightly different than mine was. And so I guess it's not like completely consistent. Like some people said that they had to interview their relatives, but the person that I was talking to said that she didn't think that was necessary, which I appreciate because me and my parents have different interpretations of how my life has been. Oh. So I feel like they would give a not necessarily accurate depiction. I do appreciate the idea of getting somebody else's perspective, especially about stuff you were too young to remember, but I wish there was just kind of a video footage I could send them.
Or where did you grow? Like where are they from?
I grew up in Jersey. Yeah, North Jersey. Yeah. Which is very different from South and Central.
It's like more secluded, right? Like we're talking North or like Bergen County?
No, Bergen County. Okay. But I am trying to do better and it's not.
But you're doing great.
Thank
Literally,
you.
I came to this apartment building and I was like, wow.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of elements that are, sirens, that are also not going well. And I am trying and I do feel like.
But you're like, how old?
I'm 37.
So, I mean, things are going well.
Yeah.
Things are not going well.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm not where I wanted to be in my career or socially. Because I wanted to obviously have a career in entertainment. And so far I have not monetized entertainment. I'm doing stuff. So I am trying to be happy just like doing the thing and not worrying as much about not doing the thing, but I get so stressed out being in an office environment that some days I'm like, I gotta figure this comedy thing out before I snap, like I see how people can snap. Yeah. Should I put these in?
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
Perfect.
And how much should I put on the timer?
I don't know, I guess like 20 minutes.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. I feel like sometimes like monetary ways of measuring success are like, it's like not, it's like tough to always like depend on that, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you can have like 50 gigs and you'll get paid like $200.
Totally.
Like max.
Yeah. Last year I lost money from comedy again because I just did my taxes last night. But yeah.
Of course, everyone loses money from comedy. You know, like, that's just and like and you're doing well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
money and that's like, at least you're getting booked on shows.
Yeah. No, I am super thankful for that. And I always wanted to perform, but I couldn't find an avenue for it for a long time. Because when I was growing up, it was all, local musicals, and I cannot sing at all. But I was very delusional when I was a kid, and I thought I could sing. And I thought people were just being mean to me when they told me I couldn't sing. And it took a while before I was like, oh, wait, no, this does sound bad. Especially if you re-listen to a recording of yourself, it's easier to hear how it's bad than if you're just singing. You can be kind of delusional.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just was never
that's like
cast
in
stand-up. Yeah, where you're like, I'm killing it, and you listen and are like, yeah, but so I was never cast in anything, but I was always trying to do this, trying to do that. So I do see why my family is skeptical that I can do this, but because in the past I've been like, I'm gonna be like a pop star or some shit like that, and I was yeah. But I'm like, no, but this time it's right. Yeah.
I get that. I feel like you're being a little critical. Wait.
Yeah.
How's this taste?
How should I eat it?
I just
Okay. That's good.
Right? Okay,
Yeah,
really nice.
I like it.
I don't know. I feel like, as long as you're making money and you're doing your art. And
I am making money from my day job, not from stand-up.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
You're making a significant amount of money to be able to afford rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A dog.
Yeah, my little princess Quake is here. I don't know where she went. I don't know if you could see her in the video. Oh, there she is.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes it's one of the things I think is if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, then the next lifetime.
Oh, you believe in future lifetimes?
Yeah.
That is a nice thought,
Yeah.
that we get to try again.
Yeah, but it's also there's so much that still can be done. 37 is young.
Yes, I keep trying to tell myself that I got some time to do something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Vera Wang started her company in her 40s, and KFC,
that's cool.
The guy was in his 60s.
What was Vera Wang doing before?
I have no idea, but it was not fashion design. But I think a lot of it is just getting organized and just doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it took me a long time to accept that I'm a late bloomer, because I like to think, oh, I'm so smart and this and that, but actually most things when I think about it took me longer to get a hang of than I thought it would.
Same.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's it's even if it's late blooming in terms of other people's timelines, there's so much happening.
Yeah.
Progress that's always being made, and as long as you're not an evil person,
I try not to be an evil person. Yeah.
Yeah, some people it's important to be evil. For some people, I guess.
Yeah, some people that is kind of their thing. Some people think if they just say that they're evil, it's okay to be evil, and I disagree with that idea.
Why?
Because I don't think just saying that you are makes it okay. I think if you recognize that you are, you should do something about it.
But what if they don't see what if they're I help people by being evil? I teach them a lesson.
Teach them
about the real world.
About the real world? I guess it depends on how bad we're talking, but when I hear the word evil, I think pretty bad.
How do you feel about bullies?
I hate bullies, but I do think there's a difference between bullies and people who are giving constructive criticism or just their opinion. And I spend a lot of time online, and a lot of things get conflated,
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't know how to talk sometimes.
Yeah, because there are times where I'm just expressing an opinion about something I don't like, and people claim it's bullying, but for me, I don't think it's bullying unless you're I think there's a few factors that go into what I consider actual like bullying behavior. One, if it's about something like appearance, race, gender, sexuality, like stuff like that. Well, that even goes beyond bullying, obviously. So that part's obviously bad. But I think if you're going after someone's appearance, that is still really bad, and I wouldn't do. And I also think if you're dogpiling on someone, like if someone's already receiving a ton of criticism, and the reaction is bigger than what they actually did, you exacerbating it is bad. But if it's just like, oh, I didn't like this thing that they did, I think you should be able to express that, Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you broke it down really well.
Yeah, those are my metrics for deciding if I can criticize someone online. But what also kind of freaks me out is, I spend so much time online, but everybody's feeds are so different now because of the personalization of all the tech platforms that we all kind of live in different realities more so than we ever have. So sometimes there's people who I think are unfairly maligned that other people based on their feeds don't even know what I'm talking about, and vice versa.
Like, do you think like Trump or like political divide, or do you think like other?
Well, there is political divide, but I was more talking about even just like when someone's being annoying online. Sometimes I see people defending someone, like a celebrity or something, and I'm like, I don't even see people complaining about that. I think you're maybe either exaggerating or maybe you're not. Maybe you just have a different feed than I do.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Is it like random accounts that you see doing that, or is it like people that you know?
Mostly random, but sometimes people I know. Should I do something with the beans?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we just have to rinse them. Should we toss them in a pan or something?
Yeah, I was unsure of that because I'm thinking, do I have a strainer? Let me see. I'm going to have to do some sort of little workaround because, oh wait, maybe I can use this as a type of strainer. Like if I put it on top and I'm like, yeah. I got these wooden spoons because I've been hearing scary things about plastic cookware. But the wood is also making me nervous because I think you have to wash it more quickly and dry it more quickly so it doesn't get moldy.
Oh my god. I've had a moldy spoon for I had to throw it out, but yeah, it definitely gets moldy. But this one looks protected.
Wait, this actually doesn't look like it has a lot of liquid in it.
Yeah, what's going on with those?
Usually there's a lot of liquid, right?
Yeah.
They're swimming. Do you think it's a bad sign that it looks like this? Okay.
Wow, this is such a quick, simple, healthy, delicious recipe. So Laura, why'd you start doing cornbread?
Well, I was honestly just like really lonely. I moved to Boston for a little bit for a job, and I just like didn't really have any friends, and I was in like a really bad situation with the job. It was going really badly, and I tried to do a bunch of things to like meet people and be social, and it didn't work out. And I heard from a few people that improv was a really good way to meet people. But the first time I heard that, I was like, that sounds so bad. I would never want to do something like that. But then I was like lonely enough that I was like, you know what? I'll just like give it a try. And I ended up getting like obsessed with improv for a bit. But I was like not bad at it, but I wasn't like as good as I wanted to be. And sometimes I got really like bitter and annoyed if it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. And I was always thinking like, damn, I wish I could just like write before I got on stage. And then one day I was like, oh wait, stand-ups and sketch people do that. I could just like try and do that instead. So then I started doing that.
How's the improv scene in Boston?
I really enjoyed it. Like, there were two big improv theaters when I was in Boston, Improv Asylum and Improv Boston. Unfortunately, Improv Boston went out of business during the pandemic. So I don't know what the scene is like anymore that much. But it was a nice community. Like, it was one of those situations almost like you were in a sitcom where you could just kind of show up to Improv Boston and people would be like hanging out, and there was always like shows you could audition for, and like people would go out for drinks after shows and classes, and it was just like a good vibe, especially for someone who has like social challenges, because you got kind of like a built-in group of a lot of people that you could hang out with.
Yeah, and they're people who get it.
Yeah.
Like, they don't expect you to perform for them.
Yes. Improvisers are generally, like, sometimes there's a reputation for being annoying, and some are, but for the most part, I had a good experience with people who were just being really, like, open and like willing to be anybody's friend. And then when I got into stand-up, it was kind of a rude back to kind of scary times, because a lot of the stand-ups, at least in Boston, since it's like such a tiny scene, they kind of all had their arms crossed at you and were like, you better prove yourself that you're good before I want to be friends with you. And whereas improvisers, you'd just be like, hey, I'm doing improv now. And they'd be like, that's amazing. Cool. Want to get drinks with us? Whereas, like, yeah, people were definitely not asking me to get drinks with them for stand-up. But I was like, I'm going to stick the course and keep doing it.
I get that, yeah. It's like, yeah, improv is very, like, teamwork.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand-up is like, there's like a lot of bitter people who think that they're gonna be like, you know, the next big, like...
Yes.
Is there like a rinse my hands?
Totally. Especially, like, when I got to New York, it's like, it is harder to make friends in comedy because everyone's so busy. But for the most part, everyone's actually nicer. It's just that, like, they don't necessarily have time to hang out with you. But in Boston, it was more like, it was such a small scene that there were a lot of people who had everybody's rank in their mind and were like, well, I'm at the top of this scene and you came in at the bottom, so I'm not really interested in talking to you, that kind of thing. But in New York, it's like everybody's doing so many different things that, like, you can't keep track of everybody, first of all, because there's too many damn people. And second of all, even if you could, it's hard to rank anybody because one person might be really good at stand-up, but another person's like killing it on TikTok, and another person's like a famous YouTuber, and another person is like on TV, and
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's also like different types of comedy here in the city where it's like, oh, this one's really good at one-liners, this one's really good at storytelling. This
yes.
For this audience, like this ethnic group.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, whereas Boston, it was all kind of like a little too insular. But it wasn't like a terrible experience. Like, I don't regret being there. I didn't know that I was going there to do comedy. And then if I did, and I knew more of what I know now, I think it probably would have been better for me to start in Chicago, because, like, so many people who I meet from Chicago, like, they have such a cool alt scene, and a lot of, like, really interesting, weird comics come out of there.
Okay, what kind of alt scene? Is it like LA where it's acting more than it is, like...
I think they just have, like, a lot of indie shows that are really well attended, that are kind of institutions where you can be super weird, and that's okay, like, as opposed to just doing like more regular like stand-up,
It's like Don't Tell style?
Well, I feel like Don't Tell, even though it's in different environments, it's still mostly just like regular stand-up,
Yeah.
Like, people aren't doing, like, really weird things. But, like, Megan Stalter came out of Chicago, Sarah Squirm,
Oh,
Caleb Heron, Grace Kundala-Schmidt. I forget how to say her last name. Klunda-Schmidt?
yeah.
But I really like her, but her last name is hard for me to pronounce. But,
Yeah, the Sarah Squirm's stuff I've seen on stage. It's very creative and like
exactly.
And, yeah. Alt, definitely alt.
Yeah, where like you would think New York City there'd be a lot of like really weird shows going on like that, but there's actually it's kind of hard to find that stuff here.
Yeah, we like squash alternative mentalities unless you fit into a box. Like you have to fit into a box. If you know, even if you're alt, you got to be doing the same alt stuff for 5 years.
Yeah, and like there is a divide between the Brooklyn and the Manhattan scene, but it's not even the Brooklyn scene isn't like people doing stuff that's super weird. It's more just like regular comedy, but a more liberal and more progressive than Manhattan.
That's true. And
but
some of it's so performative.
Whoopsie. I spilled some over here too.
Some of the stuff in Brooklyn though is so performative, like where it's like you know, they say it but they don't actually live it, you know? Which I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean there are some people like that, but I do think there's people who are genuine too. It like I don't know. I'm still not really like feeling like I'm super immersed in the scene, which is weird to say because I've been here for a long time and I do stand up all the time, but I don't know.
Regularly at the Tiny Cupboard too, right?
Yeah, that's true. I think maybe I should turn this off too. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can put the beans on this plate and the like this not plate thing. And I can put the yams also on it. I have another one of those things. Oh, wait. No, because then I have to touch it.
So this is it. We have the things.
Yay.
Thank you.
Do you drink? I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but you did drive here, so
Yeah.
never mind. So what do you think is the best method?
I'm going to go with this first.
Oh, interesting.
There's 2 utensils.
Oh, yeah. Because in my brain, I was like, maybe that's a topping, but I think maybe it'll help things stick better if it's on the bottom, actually.
Yeah. It's some flavor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like hot.
Yeah. A pot. That's hot.
Hey. Bars.
Packing in the right level with tacos is always a little bit stressful for me.
Yeah, I just kind of go to my heart's desire.
Because I always feel like it should be able to fit more than it actually can. And then I'm like, oh no, what's going on?
Same. Look at it.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Amazing. Sorry, I'm like almost done. Okay, let me just...
Oh, the cheese.
I should have gotten another spoon. Okay, I'll get another spoon after I eat this. Because it's in my hand already.
Cheers.
Cheers. Boop. That's good. We did a good job.
Really good.
How long have you been doing this cooking show?
100. This is the 102nd episode.
Oh my god, that's so many. It's hard to stick to something like that.
Right. I'm gonna upgrade it.
How?
I got a jingle.
What's a jingle?
A little intro.
Oh, that kind of. For some reason, I don't know what I thought. Did you sing it? You found somebody who's a musician? Oh, cool.
He sent me a few samples and I was like, oh, this one makes me laugh.
Nice.
And I don't know, I'll just keep upgrading it. But sticking with it is the hardest part.
Yeah, definitely. And then like editing is really tough.
Yeah, and doing something that I hate.
So you did this to like try and get into cooking, or?
Kinda. And also be like consistent with something.
Yeah.
And also just like talk about food. I don't know. I feel like food is so much more than just like what we eat. So I don't know.
I'm really trying to be healthier, but it's hard.
I feel like health starts like mentally. And then everything else is like after.
Yeah, I'm trying to meditate for that reason. I'm not doing it super consistently yet, but I'm doing it once in a while.
That's hard for me to do, meditate.
Yeah, it is really hard. It's a skill you need to work on. I'm setting a 20-minute timer.
20 minutes?
And every time before the end, I convince myself that I didn't really set the timer because it must be so much longer by now. And I'm like, no, don't give up, don't check, don't give up, don't check. And then finally I do. And there's like some time left and I'm like, fuck.
And it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But I think I will get better if I keep doing it.
I need to start. I'm like, my meditation is like when I wake up. And I put the alarm on snooze.
Nice.
That in-between period is my meditation.
I need paper towels. Did you ever have a cooking disaster on this show?
Fire alarms. Fire alarms.
Oh,
no.
no.
Like, outright disaster.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had a lot of bad episodes though where it's like I made water in one episode.
You made one?
Hot and cold.
Oh.
2 types.
2 types of water. I was like, how can you drag that out to a whole episode? How long was the water episode?
Like 5 minutes. I wish I dragged it out though.
That you made it 5 minutes is still kind of amazing. Because I feel like I would make that 10 seconds. Yeah, I really struggle with making longer content. Because I'm trying to get into more longer stuff, but I'm just not used to the level of pre-planning that takes. And I keep having these ideas that I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to be 10 minutes. And then it's always so much less. And I thought I finally came up with something. I made a pilot for this web series I want to do, and I'm just finishing up editing it now. I was sure this was going to be like 10 minutes at least. And it's coming in at about 6.5.
Per episode?
Yeah, well, I only filmed 1 episode because I wanted to do a whole episode, like writing, filming, editing to see how it felt before I committed to doing a bunch of them because I wasn't sure if it was just going to be too hard to do. But I heard that for horizontal content as opposed to shorts, that YouTube doesn't like to push videos that are under 10 minutes because under 10 minutes it feels like it can't put an ad break in the middle. So that's a bummer.
That's real.
The things we have to think about.
Right.
Yeah, people always say talking about creating content and comedy is boring, but that is what I think about a lot. So, sorry, that is what I talk about a lot.
It's important to know.
I also genuinely think it's interesting how the platforms work and what they push and what they don't push. I've read from a few different sources that they do push things that make people angry more so than things that make people happy. Because if something makes you angry, you're more likely to comment on it than if it makes you happy. And then continue to fight with other people in the comments.
It's also wild that people actually like rage bait people to that, like intentionally. Like I feel like if it's a funny rage bait, like that's one thing, but it's,
yes,
yeah, that is wild. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, and sometimes I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a distorted sense of reality because I'm online all day and people are like being mean to me, and I'm getting mad at other people, and yeah.
I get that. I feel like I'm online all day too, but I'm like behind anonymous accounts.
Oh, really?
I'm on Reddit, you know? I'm not on IG. IG and TikTok, I have like my one account.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, I have a burner, but it's like, you would know my burner.
Mm. Why do you have a burner? What do you do on it?
I like my own TikToks.
Oh, yeah.
Just one like.
Mm-hmm. Does it help?
No, it doesn't do it. It adds one like.
Yeah.
So if you see a video with 2 likes on my TikTok, they're both me.
Wait, so one's from your burner is one from your regular account? You just still like, that's funny.
Don't you like your own TikToks?
Sometimes I do. Because, like, I do have other accounts, like, for a podcast that I've done. So sometimes if I log into the podcast account and I'm, like, posting something or whatever, if I go to the feed and I see my own video, I'll hit like on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to support myself.
Hell yeah.
And I have this as a joke, but it is true. On Instagram, I do have an account for my dog, and I do like my own videos through my dog's account. On her page, I have it as a policy that I only follow other dogs except for me. And
Because you're the main dog.
yeah. And it's like, it's fun to go on her like For You page sometimes because it's so much calmer than mine because it's all just dogs and then me. And when I come up, I'll give myself a like. So I'm like, yeah, that's right. And I do think that my dog would want to support me, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea.
I did it because, like, I knew when I got her I was going to be constantly wanting to take pictures of her and store them somewhere. And I figured, like, not everyone who follows me wants to see that all the time. So now there's just, like, a dedicated place for pictures and videos of her.
I just, like, go ham on my main IG. I'm like, now's the time for Gladys. 5 pictures in a row. Carousel.
You have one cat?
Yeah,
Nice.
just one. With the demands of 2 or 3. But yeah, I thought making a TikTok or an IG for her, and then I don't know, I was just like, I won't be able to keep up with it and like, continuously post. And then it would just, I don't know. Like, she and I, we are one.
Yeah, I go through phases where I post on Quakes more or less, but she doesn't care if her social media lapses. She's not like, what the fuck is going on, Mom?
No, I get that. It's hard for me to maintain a bunch of like social media accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 5 Reddits. That's about it.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
For when you want to look at different things?
Yeah, when I just want to comment from a different account.
Oh, okay.
Because people just find out my accounts.
People you know in real life or Reddit people?
Reddit people.
What's your favorite subreddits?
Made me smile.
Okay.
And then a bunch of others I cannot say.
Okay. Secret.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
I want to know though because I want to find more fun stuff to do on Reddit. There's like a couple forums I used to like, but then they started frustrating me because people were just posting annoying things too much. So I'm not in like too many right now. I'm in this one that's cute called R Bald, where it's mostly guys who are balding who post like, I finally made the jump, and it'll be a before and after photo, and they look so much happier and more confident in the after photo, and it's nice to see. I'm in a few different tattoo related ones because I really like tattoos.
Tattoo advice?
What?
Tattoo advice?
I think I'm in that one. I'm also in traditional tattoos. I'm also in shitty tattoos, which is funny. Anytime that someone has the urge to post on Reddit, is my tattoo infected? It almost always is infected. Like, just go to a doctor. But only tiny ones. I do want to get, like, bigger pieces, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I also, like, want to get in better shape, and I'm, like, a little bit nervous about, like, if my body changes too much, if it will, like, distort it in a weird way, you know?
Do you want an arm piece?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know of what. I do really like just silly looking fine line ones, but the more I've gotten really, really into studying tattoos and what they're like, the more I'm appreciating American traditional tattooing because the simplistic designs and the thicker line weights are built specifically so it looks better over the course of a longer period of time. Whereas like fine line tattoos, you have to be really careful that they all bleed over time to an extent that it could just look like
a mess.
Yeah, exactly. In a surprisingly short period of time. So I do want to be a little bit more thoughtful too about what designs I get.
Yeah, especially without sunscreen. I feel like a lot of people just don't put sunscreen. I feel like with really nice tattoos that are just, they stay nice because they put sunscreen on.
Yeah, that is important. I also do need to start wearing sunscreen more often. Yeah, I just kind of roll out of bed and I throw on clothes and I go outside.
You don't seem like you don't use sunscreen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but I guess what helps me is that I'm not outside that much. I'm a real inside person. Yeah.
I get that.
But I should also be outside more. So a lot of things I gotta do. How are you feeling? I'm like debating having one more or not because I feel good. And I'm like, that might put me over to the edge into feeling too full.
Yeah, I feel good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just let that be.
Yeah. But this was like delicious.
Yeah, this is really nice.
What a great call.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug anything?
Oh, I have a YouTube channel that I'm trying to get bigger. YouTube.com/Laura Merli Comedy. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at Passive Abrasive. Yeah.
Yes, check out her stuff. Hilarious.
Oh, so nice.
And thank you for watching another episode of the I Hate Cooking Show. Gotta try this recipe. I'll see you next week.
So you do it every single week?
Yeah.
That's